Team Ruby are in the black uniforms. Katie Richards is going to go for the opening tip-off up against Amanie Emmanuel. And it is won by Team Ruby. Subu Bharati driving inside for the first time, can't get the finish. Modiegi Mokoka found Cleary. Cleary couldn't get the finish. And Lindsay Cleary does tap that into the hands of Harriet Wellham. Wellham finds Tyra Phelan. Phelan can't get it to go. From outside, rebound there by Holsteina. Rolls around, in and out from Richards. Cleary. Harriet Wellham with the long 3-ball attempt, just off the mark. Three balls on the way. Mokoka just off the mark. Still waiting for our first score of the day. Of the contest, should I say. As Lindsay Cleary driving in. Step back, she's fouled, heading to the stripe. She's going to shoot one shot. It's going to be worth 2 points. Of course, at the Hoopsfix Prime Summer League, we play a slightly different brand of basketball. High pace, high energy. Clock doesn't stop. And free throws are shot for the value. One shot for the value of the shot you were attempting when you were fouled, except for the final 2 minutes to play. That is just regulation FIBA time basketball. As that will go the way of Sapphire. Last touch by Deborah Somoye. One of those players with a really storied WNBL D1 career. Talking about D1 careers. Oh, the good matchup. Wellham finds Mokoka. Gets us underway scoring-wise. Sapphire with a 2-0 lead. 3-ball just off to the right. And Wellham kicks it forward to Mokoka. Mokoka to Cleary on the baseline. J, no good. Oh, the swat from Ilze Holsteina. That's going to be played off the legs of Emmanuel, out of bounds. It's going to be retained by Team Ruby. Maisie Crowley checks back into the contest. Holsteina takes a break. Maisie Crowley, UMBC D1 commit. As officials have reversed their decision, have given the ball to Sapphire. And it's Modiegi Mokoka. Kicks it to Tyra Phelan. 3-ball just off the mark into the hands of Richards. Emmanuel. That's Coach Roberts in the contest this week. Mokoka guarded closely by Tiwalola Roberts, and that's going to be 1 for 2 for Mokoka. Roberts picking up her first foul. Somoye taking a seat, replaced by Francesca Quinn. Played for Cobham Cobras last season, her 3rd season with Cobham. And that is good for 2 more. 4 plays, nothing. Team Sapphire in the lead. It's Cleary driving through, puts it home. Richards put the pressure on. But the D1 MVP is impervious to pressure. It's Ruby. Have it underneath. Quinn, just a toe on the line. Immaterial, and so he's into the hands of Tyra Phelan off the rebound. Mokoka. Modiegi Mokoka driving through. gets the finish off the glass. That's good for 2. Another Cobham Cobra representative on the floor. Bharati. Still Bharati. Gives it inside to Richards, trying to go to work. Sends it out. Crowley sinks it from the elbow. And Chantel Charles getting ready to check in next time by for Team Ruby. As it's an 8-2 lead for Sapphire. Mokoka tries to send it underneath. Crowley got a touch to it. And enter Chantel Charles. Played her club basketball in Romania this year. Came second. Her side did in the Romanian League. So a really solid season for Charles once again. The former London Lions star. Sinead Prince also into the contest as Wellham puts out a bit too far. Charles bounce pass through to Crowley. Crowley just short on the left. Deborah Somoye looking to check in next time as Mokoka tries to kick it forward to Prince. Who is Mokoka going to replace? Oh, sorry. So miscommunication between the bench and the table. There will be no changes this time by. As Charles finds Quinn on the outside. Underneath to Richards. Richards swings it. Roberts triples. Good. This is much more like it for Ruby. 3-point ball game. On a 5-0 run, can they get the stop on Cleary? Cleary misses the first, kicks to the corner. Phelan finds Mokoka underneath to Wellham in her office. Doesn't miss many from inside like that. 10 plays 5. Charles. Back to Charles. Goes to the right hand. Gorgeous finish underneath. Made it look so effortless as she's picking up Wellham with her defensive duty. Prince bounces back out to the outside. We are back. We remain underway. Apologies for the loss in pictures. We'll be working to bring that back right now. We appreciate your patience at the end of the first period. It is 14 plays 7, Team Sapphire in the lead over Team Ruby. We'll be back in just a moment, hopefully having resolved this technical glitch. We're all watching the Hoopsfix Prime Summer League 2025. A very warm welcome back and appreciate your patience as we lost the feed very briefly there. Appreciate our technical crew getting us back online. At the end of the first period, it is 14 plays 7 in favour of Sapphire, the team in the red uniforms. There is some discussion between the table and the officials. I think they're just confirming the score. So there's a discrepancy between the in-arena score and the live stat score, and you can follow the live stats with the link in the description. We are back underway. Hoopsfix Prime Summer League 2025 Game 2. It's week 2. If you want to be here, that doesn't go from Cleary. If you want to be here in the final 3 weeks of the season, kick your summer off right, just like Francesca Quinn, taking it inside for 2. All ticket information, if you want to be here in Brixton, is on the Hoopsfix website. On the outside, 3 balls on the way, just short from Fatumah Lwazi. Quinn. Somoye, 3 ball, just a bit too strong. Good rebound taken and put back by Ilze Holsteina. Latvian played for the Cavaliers last season after an extended absence from the sport. 7 years, she was telling me. Before that, played pro across Europe. Putting the pressure on. Lindsay Cleary, as we've already established, she's impervious to pressure, and she puts down the 20th point in the contest for Team Sapphire. 20 plays 11. Deborah Somoye, a little bit too strong. Harriet Wellham, the Ipswich star. Cleary, back to Wellham. 3 ball. Carl sinks it. Effortless from outside. Maisie Crowley, good finish. Chantel Charles with the assist, and also with the coaching assist. She's talking her through quite a lot of what she wanted to see her do. So this is one of the real joys of Prime Summer League, getting to see some of the, the veterans, some really established pro players working with some of the top amateurs, some real up-and-coming stars, and the stars of the NBL and SLB. As that's just off the mark. Crowley beaten to the rebound by Emmanuel. Lwazi. 3-ball attempt once again off the dribble. That one's just off the mark. Great hustle from Cleary. Ends up with Prince. Prince driving through. Remains Team Ruby. Last touch by Holstein. Subu Bharati checks back into the game. Francesca Quinn taking a break. Former GB U18 and England Junior. Mokoka just off the mark. Again, another international talent, played for South Africa on multiple occasions. Saw Phelan, found Phelan, couldn't finish. Subu Bharati. That's Green. Chantel Charles it was, trying to send it inside to Maisie Crowley. Long two, just off the mark to the right. As Crowley's there, sweeping up for Team Ruby. I'm going to see Katie Richards checking in next time, as that's a fabulous find underneath. It's Phelan, kicks it back to the top. Cleary goes to the left side, spin move, pass to the wing. Long two, just off the mark. And it's Roberts. Lovely move to the basket. The handoff inside to Crowley. Finish through contact. Gonna go to the stripe. Gonna shoot a 1-for-1. So the basket's good. Foul called on Amanie Emmanuel. Good from Crowley. Modiegi Mokoka gets us back underway. 23 plays 18. Good physical play down low from Crowley. Amanie Emmanuel out of position on that pass. Chantel Charles sent it underneath to Richards. Richards not able to finish. And Phelan, long three. Just off the mark. Charles driving in alone. Good off the glass for two. And a timeout has been taken by Team Sapphire. They want to talk things over. As they are still in lead, but they've not liked how things have been going in this period. They're trailing in the quarter, 7-11. Let's take a look at your leading scorers on both sides. For the team in the lead, for Team Sapphire, Modiegi Mokoka. She's got 8 points. Harriet Wellens on 7. Lindsay Cleary on 6. So I think it's fair to say they were three of their bigger performers last week also. On the other end, Team Ruby, they are led by Ilze Holsteina, 9 points in the contest, and then it's Roberts with 3. Lindsay Cleary, 5 rebounds. He's clearing up on the boards with Mokoka with 6. Amanie Emmanuel with 5 rebounds. Maisie Crowley, 5 rebounds. Charles has 4. And Chantel Charles has been sharing the rock. She's the assist leader. 3 dimes in the first quarter and a bit of this contest. Lwazi, just short. Charles has Roberts with her, finds her. It's up and down. Despite the hustle from Welham, and now it's a 1-point ball game. Mokoka kicks it to the wing. Phelan steps in, gets it back. Bounce pass was a little low. Roberts with a chance for the lead. It's Katie Richards. And Ruby are up 24-23 over Sapphire. Mokoka, calm, collected, bring it over the timeline. Phelan kicks to the corner. Lwazi. Would have been a tough finish. A lot of big bodies in there. And then the foul. Just a standard foul called on number 2, Fatumah Lwazi. Lwazi takes a break. Checking back in, Sinead Prince. Again, another one of the Lewisham Thunder representatives here in Brixton. Roberts has Richards, finds her inside, too low on the shot attempt, and Prince going to take it the other way, looking to regain that lead. 3 balls on the way, just off the mark from Phelan. Again, if you've been watching, as Roberts has it underneath, Welham wanted the travel call, was not forthcoming. Great ball movement, 3 balls on the way, just a dash too strong. Out of play, Roberts was calling for the substitution. Gets it. Quinn's into the contest. So under 2 to play in the second. To finish the thought I started about 5 minutes ago, if you've been watching the Pro-Am Summer League for a couple of years, you know the shooting of Tyra Phelan. You know how good an outside scorer she can be. You can't afford to give her an inch. She can really start to rack them up on you. 23 plays 24. Ruby up by 1. Tiwalola Roberts, Chantel Charles having a big impact on things in this second period of play. Crowley hands off to Quinn. Quinn darts inside. Did enough, did Harriet Welham to put the pressure on. Quinn doesn't foul her. Mokoka met at the rack. And it's a foul called on Charles. So that's going to be a 1 for 2 for Modiegi Mokoka. Gets it to go. Sapphire back on top by 1. Richards, Somoye. Good ball movement on the perimeter. Now Charles looking to drive in, kicks it out. Crowley just short on the 3-ball attempt. 8 seconds, it's Mokoka, has Welham. Does find her to the top. It's Phelan, got to shoot it. 1 second, Welham can't get it off in time. And at the end of the half, Team Sapphire are up 25-24 over Team Ruby. We have ourselves a ball game. You're watching the Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League 2025. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't forget, it's powered by Jordan Brand. We're back inside the Barking Recreation Centre. Second game of the day. We're about to get into the second half of things here at the Pro-Am Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League 2025. Next week, 29th of June, it's week 3. It's the final week of the pools. In the men's bracket, that will decide who goes to the semi-final. In the women's pool, it will decide the seedings for the semi-finals. 6th of July are those semi-finals, and then the big one, 13th of July, it is finals day in the Brixton Recreation Centre. If you want to be a part of it, and I know you do, hoopsfix.com, all the information for the tickets. Very, very, very good value. Let's come and see some of the absolute best and brightest of British basketball. Again, players that you don't get to see all that often. Sometimes. Oh, that's a fabulous 3 from outside. Deborah Somoye. Cleary gets to a spot. Didn't go from the foul stripe. The triple team putting the pressure on Tiwalola Roberts, and it stays with Team Ruby. And it is Roberts once more. Guided to the baseline by Phelan. Subu Bharati trying to drive inside. Kicks out. Long twos. Good from Roberts. And it's a 5-0 lead to get us underway for Team Ruby. Cleary on the outside, 3 ball, just short from Phelan. Roberts kicks it up to Bharati. No good. It's Cleary into the corner, Phelan. That's the one from Tyra Phelan's been looking for. 3 ball is good. 28 plays 29. 1 point ball game. That's been swatted by Mokoka. Katie Richards to inbound. To the top with Samoya. Fouled. That goes on Mokoka. So going to go to the line for a 1 for 2. I'll make that Mokoka's first personal foul. It is. That's Maisie Crowley checking back into the game, replacing Ilze Holsteina. Holsteina remains Ruby's leading scorer at 9 points. Mokoka leading all players with 10. Let's go along with 6 rebounds as Richards can't get the 1 to 2 for go. Cleary kicks it to the top. Wellham gets the shot away, nets it, had a hand in her face. But one of the best to ever do it in the WNBL D1. Shows why. Oh, what a finish. Katie Richards from the foul stripe, just a hook shot. It ties us up at 31. As that's been stripped by Bharati. It's a 2-on-1. Samoye can't get the finish. Bharati's there though on the rebound on the follow. Richards underneath. Samoye fouled. Going to go to the line. It's a 1 for 2. Lindsay Cleary collecting her first personal foul. 31 plays 31. 5 minutes 40 left in the third period of play. The 1 for 2 is good. Team Ruby back on top. Deborah Somoye with the finish. Modiegi Mokoka. And really good pressure from Bharati. Phelan inside to Mokoka. Little shimmy shake finds Cleary. Cleary just off the mark from outside. Has that fully in her locker. Good basketball, good shot decision. Just off the mark with the finish that time. Roberts, Crowley. Back to Roberts. Tries to go for the bounce pass to Crowley. On the outside, Bharati. Just a fraction too strong. Now Mokoka kicks it up to Whelan. Takes her time with the finish. Takes too long. Gets it on the much more difficult second attempt under pressure from Bharati. It's one of those. Seems to get herself out of rhythm. Tied back at 33. Richards not able to direct her shot to the net. Does a great job saving the play and retaining possession for her side as Richards takes a break, as does Somoye. Francesca Quinn checking back in, as does Chantel Charles. Subu Bharati stays in the game, crucially, I think, for Ruby. That's that 3 ball just short, but Bharati once again batting away. May have been last touch by Bharati, but certainly making life very difficult for the Sapphire squad. Foul on the play. Foul on the floor. Second foul called on Cleary. Still tied at 33. 3 minutes left in the contest in this third period of play. Just off the mark from the top from Bharati. Mokoka finds Wellham. Wellham's going to drive inside. Great find for Prince. Just off the mark. Prince keeps it alive to Wellham. Once again, he's most comfortable either at the perimeter or right under the basket, Harriet Wellham. Crowley from the top of the key couldn't get it to go. And Mokoka looking up the floor at her options. Finds Wellham. Cleary looking inside. Phelan from the foul stripe. Good for 2 more. This is more like what we come to expect from Sapphire. Charles kicks it to Quinn. 3 ball. Just short from Francesca Quinn. Wellham with the rebound. Hand off, deep 3. Just short. Charles looked to drive inside. Cleary picked the pocket. Kicks it up the floor to Mokoka. Mokoka, good for 2 more. 39 plays 33. Maisie Crowley just rolls over on the 3 ball. He's going to stay with Sapphire. Crowley takes a break, as does Bharati. Holstein back into the contest, as is Katie Richards. Lwazi checked into the ball game for Mokoka. The only change for Team Sapphire. 1:10 left in the third. Lwazi. Now Wellham trying to go to work on Quinn. Gives it back outside to Lwazi. No good. Prince finds Phelan. 3 balls on the way. Just a bit too strong from Phelan. Quinn. No good from the 3 ball. Lwazi over the timeline. 35 left in the third. Phelan. No good from the block. And Holstein finds Quinn over the timeline. 25 to shoot it. Didn't go either. Whelan happy to kill off a little bit of clock. 6 seconds, has another look at the clock. Prince. Lwazi. Can't get the shot away in time. And at the end of 3, the score is Team Sapphire 39, Team Ruby 33. A period that had a bit of everything. Ruby started to get into the ascendancy, and then Sapphire remembered who they are. Started really clicking into gear. Really good ball movement, especially on the perimeter, and making opportunities inside with their ball movement and passing. Really enjoyable third period of play. We've got 10 more minutes of this matchup to play. We'll be back in just a moment. Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League 2025 continues in just a moment. Final period of play, about to get back underway here in Brixton Recreation Centre. Home once again of the Hoopsfix Pro-Am Summer League. Powered by Jordan and the Hoopsfix Foundation. Make sure you're across hoopsfix.com and all the Hoopsfix social media channels to follow the happenings of this tournament. Your favourite players and teams, be they play in this country or further afield, Hoopsfix has you covered. A little bit too strong from Mokoka. First shot of the final period of play. 6-point ball game. Ruby in possession, looking to halve that. Just off the mark from Charles. Holstein finds Quinn. Battling away inside. A foul eventually by Fatumah Lwazi. Harriet Wellham is the current scoring leader in the contest, 14 points in the ball game. Quinn just short on the 1 for 2. Rebound and the putback finish from Holsteina. She's going to go to the line to try and add one more, her 11th point in the ball game, looking for 12. And crucially, looking to make it a one-possession game as Cleary checks in for Phelan. The three-point play the old-fashioned way goes as Prince eradicates that immediately. Sinks the triple from the break. Charles goes inside to Quinn. Quinn. Good defense by Lwazi. Made that shot even more difficult. Mokoka. Good find for Prince and a good finish. Mokoka pulling the strings. She's on double-double watch. Just 2 rebounds away. As Richards not wanting to put the shot up herself that time. Holstein turns the corner, goes into the paint, met by Amanie Emmanuel. But there is a blocking foul called on Fatumah Lwazi. So Holstein at the stripe, a 1 for 2. Just getting re-clarification of how it works. Didn't go. 44 plays 36. Prince has it stripped, and it's a held ball. Substitution. Casey Richards taking a break. Deborah Somoye checking in. It's the only change on the floor. As Holstein puts it home. Another 2 points for her. 44 plays 38. Batted away. Crowley rejects Amanie Emmanuel's attempts. Ruby still 6 points behind. Sapphire looking to extend their lead. Mokoka. That's been stolen by Charles. Charles putting on the Jets. Lefty finish is good. .44 plays 40. Lwazi, over Crowley. Gets those points right back. Very high off the glass. Change is coming. Richards and Bharati to check in next time. Bharati, such a defensive energy. Cleary trying to find Mokoka. Somoye was there. And Roberts takes it over the timeline. Crowley just about gets that pass. Roberts tries to send it into Somoye in the middle. Holstein gets it. Shots up. A little too strong. Somoye keeps it alive. Launches it to Charles. Charles goes to the other side of the screen. Crowley good off the glass on the assist from Charles on the pick and roll. Side to Emmanuel, swatted, no, that's a foul called on Crowley. So Holstein taking a break, replaced by Richards. Bharati staying on the bench as Lwazi and Prince taking a break. Whelan and Phelan back into the contest. Sorry, Wellham. Oh my goodness. That's a really nice two-player game and a foul called. And that's called on Amanie Emmanuel. Deborah Somoye with a 1 for 2, 46-42 the game score, 3 minutes and change. So we're heading towards regulation FIBA basketball. So holding from red 7, that is Lindsay Cleary's 3rd personal foul. As Amanie Emmanuel is on 4 personal. Fouls on the floor, as Maisie Crowley's shot was a little short. 4 points the difference. Harriet Wellham, as the table want to talk things over. Okay. So it should have been team fouls. So yeah, it should have been team fouls. So 5 fouls. But miscommunication initially. So we head back to the stripe with a 1 for 2 for Chantel Charles. So is that foul from Cleary on the floor, or initially called as on the floor, was actually the 5th foul, which anything over that is free throws. And we were as you were. Free throw no good. As Wellham finds Cleary. No good. Out of play. Goes the way of Team Ruby. Crowley. Good finish with the right. It's a 2-point game all of a sudden as Mokoka, with the urgency, finds Cleary. Takes it alone, off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Still in possession, fouled. So the referees initially called foul. I think he's reversed his call, and it's just a end line out of bounds, so no foul on that play. It remains with Team Sapphire, 1:45 left to play. Now they just need to quickly communicate that to the table. And he said, yeah, called a foul first. It was a mistake, so it's just the sideline out of bounds. As the 3 ball, just off the mark from Harriet Wellham. Tyra Phelan to the corner, Cleary. That's Mokoka making moves. Takes it inside herself, can't finish. For the tie or for the lead. Roberts finds Charles underneath. 46 plays 46. Katie Richards ties us up on the assist from Chantel Charles. 1:20 to play. Short on the 3. Phelan gets it back. Up to Amanie Emmanuel with the save and the assist. Charles to the wing. Crowley sends it back inside to Deborah Somoye. We're tied at 48. Mokoka can't keep up the scoring spree. And that will get away somehow. Under 40 seconds to play as Roberts gives Ruby the lead. 40 seconds left in the contest. Timeout taken by Team Sapphire. Team Ruby have barely led in this contest, but with 40 seconds left to play, they are up. Yeah, their biggest lead, 4 points. About 2 minutes into the 3rd period of play. Otherwise, it has largely been Sapphire, who at one point in the second had a 12-13 point lead. So they're not advancing the ball. They're going to play that out of the backcourt. Now it's Harriet Wellham who looked to be making the calls there. Makes sense. In addition to her D1 playing career, coaches the very excellent teams like coming out of Copleston, as well as some coaching experience in France. 30 seconds left in the game. Cleary sends it inside to Mokoka, the spin move. That's her signature move, and it couldn't go. Katie Richards with the rebound. It's with Charles. Do they foul? It would send them to the stripe. Still Charles, killing clock. Mokoka tries to put the moves on, and Richards underneath. It's a 2-possession game. Wellham goes behind her back. She's fouled. officials look at each other if they're going to call anything more than a regular foul. 7.6 left to play. Welham certainly wants the unsportsmanlike. Still talking it over, still talking it over. 7 unsportsmanlike against Chantel Charles. So it's going to be free throws and possession. Bit of drama, bit of jeopardy on a Sunday afternoon in Brixton. So Welham off the mark with the free throw. So it's a 4-point. So free throw to come and possession. Too strong. Welham, 3 ball. Just short into the hands of Crowley. And a foul is called. Crowley's going to go to the stripe. Sinead Prince picking up her first foul of the contest. So it is 2. First is good. Two for 2 at the stripe, Maisie Crowley. And they dribble it out. Team Ruby pull it all the way back to win an absolute thriller over Team Sapphire. It's a huge victory. For them, so Ruby stay perfect. They move to the top of the tree with a 2-0 record and extend their points differential to 16 points. So it's super tight in terms of scoring. That's why you're seeing players go right to the very ends of games battling for those points. Leading scorers on the floor, Harriet Welham. She led all scorers with 14 points, trailed very closely by Ilze Holsteina of Team Ruby. She had 13 points, leading the way for her side, really pivotal in the victory. Modiegi Mokoka, she had 12 points, 9 rebounds. Cleary had 10 rebounds. Amanie Emmanuel had 10 rebounds. And Maisie Crowley, 9 points in the game, 10 rebounds. Let's just check your assists leader. Chantel Charles dishing the rock, 6 assists in a winning effort. Lindsay Cleary had 4 dimes for her side. That does it for the women's bracket for this week. Now we turn our attention to the men. In our first men's matchup, it's going to be Functional taking on SBB, and that is at 1 o'clock. So about 20 minutes for you to rest, recover, recuperate before we get back on with the action here live from Barking. At the end of this one, Team Sapphire take the victory. Sorry, Team Ruby take the victory over Team Sapphire, 54-48. You've been watching the Hoopsfix Prime Summer League 2025.